What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19! Ready,
Right up the gut. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead to move the chains. That is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Downfield. He's got Hawkinson. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Got it. Ready?
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Come on.
Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Boswell able to knock it through. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And that's already just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Cut. Go. Ready.
Herbert now. His first throw is an interception. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Trick the Eagles. Trick the Eagles. Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Pressure's there, and the Bucks got it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And they are unable to double their lead.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
1st and 10, Herbert. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Got it. Ready.
On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He's got a man left. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Check. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking in the air here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
70, go!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Let's go. Pepper six, ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. He rolls to his right. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
Ran about the Lux mess up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouths were full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Set.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they can finally drag him down. A quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
380. Set.
Back to the air, Herbert. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. You started the string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Ready.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. He's got McBride complete. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line.
Go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Buccaneers.
21.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down. Hauled in again, it's McBride. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers tie it up late in the first. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick.
Seahawks 6.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw take that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
This our last play of the quarter. Again to throw on 2nd. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 7-6 is our score. We'll get you back to Tampa after this.
On the ready.
About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1.
Come on. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Blown back into the handoff. And what a hit there. Oh, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Go. Viking 18.
They'll go play action. This is a heater going deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 30-yard line.
Trying the right side. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line. Working quickly here.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Baylor tight. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
You feel for kickers in situations like this. The loneliest guy in the building. Sometimes you forget those goalposts. They're only 18 feet 6 inches wide. And this time he might have rushed things a little, and it winds up no good.
Ready.
So first down from the 41.
Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready. Ready.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. It's coming off the edge, and it's blocked. It's picked up inside the 45.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
Plowing up the middle. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Sends this to the end zone. This one is knocked away. A potential touchdown prevented. And now the offense has to make the long walk back to the line for 3rd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short. And you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it. 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. Well, we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. So 1st down from the 41.
Set. Stay with Tiger. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Set.
It's Herbert once more. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Play action now for Herbert. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
He's got room to roam. He's got it in the red zone. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field. His offense lining up for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
Running back motions right. All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2.
The score, Seahawks 14, Buccaneers 7.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. We go orange. Hey, ram. What is it?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
59.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Herbert now off the play fake. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hey, 380. Hey, easy. We go orange.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Out close to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Putting a receiver in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10 from the 32.
Go.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pulls it at the 7. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk ask a thrower for something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Step.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Scott now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Here's the final play of our first half. We motion the tight end over.
60 Bison.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And they pick him off again! And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So first down from the 41.
Here we go, set.
Now a give running right. Now he's past the 25. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action.
Ready, 3, 70 Timberwolves.
They give it to him again. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Set. 70 lock.
He's going to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
70. Ready.
Here we go, right up the gut. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That run good for 3 yards, but still a ways out as it brings up 4th and goal. Boswell able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect him.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
And you know we don't give it's like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Full of my mind, got what you need. Give me the feeling. I'm gonna have it. I ain't gonna make it.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Grenade. Set.
Sending him on the dime. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves them to the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bucs have the first.
Set. Grenade. Run. Run.
Herbert from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Grenade. Grenade. Go.
They're going play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. Hey, Black 80. Black. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he's going to try to drop it in deep right. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. But sometimes that plant foot just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action on first down. Taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Get it. Bronco 80.
The give here on second. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, kid, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Check mash. Let's go now.
You draw it up for him. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Reed now to kick this one away. Has it at the 11. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10.
Set. Hey, easy. Camper. 12. Tip.
To throw, Herbert. He logs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds the end line, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they home down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Give now to the running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Instead, it's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34.
Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Hey, ram. Don't suck. Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
380. Good hut. Taylor, Tiger.
Back to the air, Herbert. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Ready.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. Headed out right. That's completed right side. And the stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead.
18-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll go play action. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong.
Street. Come on. Check. Liking 18. Go check.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Set. 3-2. You're out. 12. What is it?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
3-80. You're out. You're out.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Ready up.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. This one's to Hawkinson outright. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
This QB is making it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
On the set.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set it.
Pass play coming here. Brought in. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Reed now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Set. Go.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at midfield.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Set. Count it. 21. Ready.
Back to throw, here's Herbert. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here's the home back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Big Lion, go.
Back to the well again. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down, they need 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Tag. Bronco 80. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. yards, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Running for the marker on second. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do, what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Appreciate everybody that tuned in. We out.